This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk, Jeremy Stout, Rob Taylor. And before we make our picks, talk a little national championship game. College basketball wrapped up on Monday night tournament. Virginia Cavaliers beating Texas Tech Red Raiders in overtime. For all the talk that it was going to be a boring defensive game, it was pretty exciting. And I know it was a late start time, so not a lot of people got to see the whole game. But if you checked out the highlights, obviously an overtime game is thrilling. It was pretty close the whole way. I thought it was a good game personally. Maybe not the blue bloods of college basketball, Duke and Kentucky, but it was a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, all in all, a great tournament.
Yeah.
We talked about how awesome the NCAA tournament is, the big dance, and how compelling it is to watch, and the storylines and so forth. I thought that the really cool storyline was Virginia, having lost last year, and that sort of devastating loss that they took, and sort of being able to recover from that and come back to the ultimate prize this year of the national championship. I think it's going to be transformative for the program. I mean, it really does put you on the map. Again, we talked about success begatting success in baseball. I think it's very, very true in college basketball. Some of those powerhouse clubs through the years have really relied on that sort of reputation of winning, Duke and Kentucky and UCLA and those kind of programs, being able to sort of build on that success. And so if you're a betting man right now, I'm taking the odds on Virginia to repeat next year.
Yeah.
I think they're locked and loaded. I think Duke and who else? There's a couple others, maybe Kentucky.
Like you said, Kentucky, they're always going to be there. Kansas might have a bounce back year. One thing that you mentioned about the teams like Virginia, they kind of remind me of a Clemson on the football team, or the program, where they're not a true blue blood, but they built that program, and now they're looked at as, they got a great coach, they've got a great program, and they're looking to build. And I agree with you, with Tony Bennett and that staff at Virginia, now, even though they lost last year, they've had a #1 seed now for 2 years. They could start building. So it'll be interesting. I love college basketball, so it'll be an off-season, long off-season, but it was a great end to the tournament, and we'll be looking forward to it again next year.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week, and we've got our semi-bracket. We don't have all the entire bracket, but we'll pick our Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals. So we'll start with you, Rob. Who do you have in the Eastern Conference as your lower-seeded team?
Well, we talked about it earlier. They're our hometown team. I think they're going to make it to the championship, but probably that may be the end of the line for them, but I'm confident they're going to make it a little bit way through the tournament.
All right, well, he's a little bit more optimistic than I am. I don't know if they'll get there. I have the Raptors as my team in the Eastern Conference as a lower seed. So now who do you have as the higher seed in the Eastern Conference?
So I think the team to beat in the East, for some reason, I'm just coming back to sort of the last couple of years trend line. I'm going Raptors. I think they've got it. It's going to be between those two for the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, obviously I agree with you. I think they'll get there. The Raptors, my #1 seed, though, is the Milwaukee Bucks. So there is the matchup, Raptors-Celtics for Rob. I have Bucks-Raptors. Now I'll go over to the Western Conference. Might not be as much of a surprise, but we'll see. Who do you have as the lower seeded?
I think one guy is a difference maker on this team, and that's Harden on the Rockets. He's such a ball player. You just watch that guy heave him up there and just hit those big baskets.
And he does. It seems like every game he comes up with something special. I agree with you. I take the Rockets as well. I'm sure it's not a huge surprise, but who do you have as your #1 seed?
Most likely the winner of it all.
Right.
I'm going Warriors for the high seed there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Warriors are clearly the favorites to win it all, and I agree with you. So there are the matchups. Who do you have coming out of the East? You have the Raptors and the Celtics. Who do you have winning it?
I'm going Raptors on that one. I just think they've got a little bit more in the tank to beat the C's. And again, it won't be a disappointing season if we make it that far.
Right. And I disagree. I take the Bucks to make it to the East, or to make it out of the Eastern Conference. So there are the Eastern Conference teams. Who do you have out West?
Pretty easy choice for me. Warriors.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
KD, they got a great team.
They're so deep. They're so good.
It's hard to argue with that. I take the Warriors as well. So you have Warriors and Raptors. Will be an exciting finals, and I have Bucks and Warriors. So either way, it's always an exciting finals. It seems like it's long. The playoffs are long, so we'll be talking about that all week. Rob, thanks for coming in. And don't forget, you can always check out the website, ycnnow.com, for listings and check out old shows. Thanks for watching YCN Sports Talk.